guys, I sat out here for about 5 minutes talking to this homeowner, with him talking to me, asking me questions, and I could have swore that I turned the camera on so you can get my helicopter experience, but he's now gone back into the house, so now it's just us. But anyway, to reintroduce why I'm here, this is a Train XV system. I was getting the alert on the thermostat 6706 for the suction line temperature sensor being out of range on the outdoor unit. And I think we did one of these videos about 3 weeks ago, and here we are at another one. Man, these XV systems are great, but I gotta tell you, if they could do a better job on the sensors, we'll be all right. Now the neighbor wants to start cutting grass. What in the damn world? Anyway, so suction line temperature sensor right there on this unit. That sensor is telling me that we are reading a suction line temperature of 120 degrees. Now, call me kooky, but that line's cold and it's sweating, and I'm not seeing a problem with the refrigerant charge in this thing. We just got a sensor telling us we've got a line temperature of 120 degrees, and we are running this thing in cooling, not in heating. So brought a sensor with me because I knew I was going to need it, and right there it is. But real quick, I'm going to pull up on the app, see what my temperature probe here is telling me that line temperature is. $52 degrees. So right there, 52 degrees. And our display is telling us that the suction line temperature is 118 degrees. So we have a bad sensor. We'll swap it out real quick. This system was installed last year, so this will be under warranty. No charge. Here, and it's a pain in the butt to get up here and get this sensor out. So now I've got it unplugged. Giving us double hash marks right there. So when you've got an open sensor on one of these units, when you go through the CDA and scroll to whatever sensor you're looking for, it gives you double hash marks. That means it's just open. It's not reading anything at all. Make an easy place. Come in here and try to wiggle these wires through. So here's what I'm going to do. Cut it. And then we're just going to pull the thing through. Pipes, and then when I get everything hooked up, pull it a little snug so it's not laying against a line, not getting a pipe rub or anything like that. connection. Pull it a little snug. And now we're going to plug it back in. And hope that we get the right temperature. Because I'd hate for it to be a drive issue. And it usually isn't. It's usually a sensor. So now, voila, new sensor. We are reading 51 degrees. We'll scroll back up real quick. We got a suction pressure of 118. And it's giving us an 11 degrees superheat right now on this system. He's got it set at 12 degrees superheat. So it's set at 70 degrees in the house, and it's maintaining temperature. It was running, it was cooling, it was just showing that fault. So, like I was explaining to him, and you missed it, this is just gonna measure your superheat on this outdoor coil when you are running this thing in heat mode. If it reads out of range, it'll still give a fault. But in heat mode, it's gonna read the suction line temperature. You got a pressure transducer back inside the unit connected to the suction line off the coil or off the compressor, and then it's going to measure the superheat on this thing, and then it's going to throttle this outdoor EEV in heat mode to regulate that refrigerant flow. So that's the reason there that I was explaining to him. The new model now comes with a liquid line transducer on it and a liquid line temperature sensor. And the new models of these XV units this year will give you superheat and subcooling, high and low pressure, whether you log into the app now on the new equipment to see your gauges and your pressures, or you can go into the drive CDA up there and get your pressures and your superheat and subcooling. So you can hook up to these new models without having to use gauges unless you have a refrigerant problem and you think you need to hook up to with your gauges. But as far as just doing a maintenance or a quick check, there's no reason to pull out any gauges. You don't want to use hose gauges, analog or manifold gauges. You want to use some type of a stubby gauge or a transducer or wireless probe, something like that, because these things are charge critical. You don't want to take anything home with you in your hoses and then lose refrigerant out of this thing. So with the new models, you do not have to hook up gauges unless you're troubleshooting a problem. You can just go right into the drive or log in Bluetooth to the unit, and it'll bring up a set of refrigerant gauges, so your pressure, superheat, subcooling. So anyway, guys, that was a quick one. Temperature sensor reading way out of range, reading 120 degrees, and that line is actually 52 degrees. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Appreciate all the guys that have subscribed, guys that keep watching. And it's going to be a hot weekend this weekend, guys. It's going to be 98, 99 degrees here through the weekend, through July 4th on Tuesday. And I'm off on Monday, so I'm going to have a 4-day weekend. And I'm going to do what I can to stay cool, get some yard work done maybe. But I'm going to stay cool and enjoy having a little bit of a break. You guys have a happy July 4th weekend, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.